Welcome back to WTCA-TV, and we are live streaming from Bengaluru, India, home of the 54th Annual Global Business Forum, hosted by the World Trade Centers Association. What an incredible opportunity to be joined today by Eugenio Guzman, who is president of the World Trade Center Monterrey. Welcome.
Laurel, thanks for having me here with you. And yes, I must admit it's been a marvelous experience to be here, learning from India how it's grown, what has happened to this fantastic nation, fascinating country in the past few decades, how they have truly aligned all their efforts to have some strategic areas that they have truly thrived on them. And I guess they're setting an example for the rest of the world.
Aren't they, though? Well, let me ask you, what have you learned since you've been here?
Well, okay, picture a country that has to move 1,400 people all at once and is moving them at more than 12% per annum as a GDP growth. I mean, I don't see that happening in many other places of the world. They are producing, see, they are growing at $1 trillion uh, just in one state. That's their GDP per annum. $1 trillion, just to put it in perspective, that's equivalent to the total Mexican economy. See, so this province of Kanakata is growing, is becoming one more Mexico per year.
There's a lot to learn from that.
Yes, I think so.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, absolutely. Well, what tips do you have to accelerate your growth like that?
Well, Laurel, I would think that it's a matter of having a strategic plan, truly having an industrial plan that would factoring all the competitive advantages that they have as nations. See, one of them is they are producing the largest number of engineers all over the world. Um, Part of the reason for that's one of my learnings, is that back in the 1970s the government would tell the people that so long as they studied engineering they would have a guaranteed job. So that was prevalent back then. Nowadays, I mean, anyone from any discipline can find a job, but in their mindset Indians do believe that if they study engineering they have a successful pathway to progress and to be um, enjoying a better life in the future. So most people think that they ought to study engineering, and that's why they have. See, in Kanakata, here in Bangalore,
Yes.
they produce more software than in the entire USA together. Just
Wow.
one single province in India. Isn't that amazing?
It is an amazing statistic. You're rattling off several amazing statistics.
Um, One more thing.
Yes.
One hurdle that they have, that's one of my learnings as well, is that only 3% of the total population pay income tax. That's very low. But on the other hand, the money that the government makes out of the value added tax, that is tax on consumption, is so high that it's sufficient to make this nation grow the way it's been growing for the past few decades. So um, I guess it's not only a matter of how much money you make, it's the way you allocate those resources to truly make them productive.
Absolutely. And those are incredible insights. I actually want to take it back around to your World Trade Center Monterey and your association with the university, which one may assume, having listened to you and the statistics. Tell me about World Trade Center Monterey.
Well, World Trade Center Monterrey, Laurel, is the only World Trade Center throughout Latin America whose license is owned by a university. It happens to be the third largest university in Mexico, and it's a public university. And the rationale behind having a World Trade Center at a university was quite, I think, futuristic. They wanted to have a bridge between all the researchers, all the different centers at the university, all the different faculties, with the private entities and with the government. So one way of doing so was by means of having a World Trade Center license. So it's proven to be successful. Whoever thought of it back 19 years ago, he really hit on the head of the nail. And as of now, it's part of the deliverables is that the most successful small and medium size development center throughout Mexico is located at the World Trade Center Monterrey.
That's a proud accomplishment.
Yes, yes, it is.
Speaking of accomplishments, what do you hope to accomplish here at today's Global Business Forum?
Well, Laurel, for better or for worse, Mexican exports are predominantly tailored towards the U.S. market. I mean, we look north, and that's got to do with economic reasons. But what if we were to look further? Further from our noses and try to see other markets.